The Tale of Jake and the Curse Casting Hag. Little Jake bravely stepped out of the house in the evening, despite his mother warning him about the lurking evil and otherworldly creatures in the area. He went for a walk through the dark streets, enjoying the autumn evening. Soon, he noticed an old hag sitting on a bench in the park. She smiled at him, and his heart raced with excitement. But the closer he got to her, the more he felt that something was off. Her eyes were filled with darkness. Her smile was menacing. Darling, what are you doing out at this time? It's time for you to go home, said the old hag, but her voice was low and hoarse, as if exorcising demons. Jake got scared and decided to leave, but the old hag managed to say to him, "You have doomed your family to a curse, boy. Your pride will lead to their demise." Jake ran home and didn't tell anyone about the encounter with the old hag, but his heart was filled with anxiety. Soon, strange things began to happen. At night, they heard strange sounds in the house, objects moved on their own, and his family inexplicably fell ill and weakened. These events only intensified the fear that gripped Jake. He began to delve into his family's history and found out that his ancestors had been connected to a dark force ever since his great grandfather. He decided to try to unravel this riddle and set out in search of answers. Soon he found an ancient scroll that described how to banish the dark force from his home. But to do this, he had to make a terrible choice, to make a sacrifice. Jake resolved to take a desperate action and performed a ritual expelling the dark force from his home. But along with it, he summoned a terrifying monster that cursed him and his family to eternal suffering. Now, Jake has to live with the heavy burden of his lineage, battling the monster that constantly haunts him and his loved ones. He realized that meddling with dark forces would not leave him in peace until he finds a way to overcome the curse that weighs heavily on his family.